In these crazy moments, we'll witness dramatic encounters between animals you wouldn't expect, from mighty polar bears to dangerous killer whales. "20 crazy moments animals pick the wrong opponent" when a polar bear meets a hungry orca. In a sudden moment, a killer whale leaps out of the water as if preparing to attack a Greenland seal. But instead of attacking immediately, it quietly swims beneath the ice floe where the seal is sheltering. Creating shockwaves, breaking the ice from below. This is indeed a sophisticated and effective tactic. Two polar bears full of eagerness have prepared for their hunt. As soon as they see the beluga whales, they immediately divide tasks. One stands on a rock observing from above, while the other quietly follows the beluga whales. With perfect coordination, the polar bear quickly captures their prey. The main prey of polar bears is usually seals. Polar bears often observe from a distance, silently approaching and launch a surprise attack on the seal. When they detect polar bears, seals quickly jump into the water to avoid danger. But they still cannot escape the polar bear's attack. Sharks, known as dangerous predators. It was detected by a drone while chasing seals, showcasing its sophisticated hunting skills and terrifying nature in underwater hunts. The white shark is truly impressive with its massive size, reaching up to 6.4 meters in length. The white shark often lifts its head above the sea surface to observe its prey. When seals swim on the surface, the white shark begins its attack from below. With the ability to reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour and sometimes leap more than 3 meters out of the water, the white shark is truly a formidable and efficient predator. The white shark is one of the most common shark species in the world. With its patient nature and rapid acceleration, the white shark often employs sophisticated tactics in hunting. The herd of seals swimming close to the rocky shore before launching a decisive attack. While hiding in coral reefs, an octopus suddenly spots a shark approaching. It waits until the shark gets close and then immediately strikes. With 8 suction-cupped tentacles, once the prey is in the grasp of this mollusk, the chance of escape is nearly zero. The unlucky shark became a sumptuous meal for the octopus. When hungry and spotting a herd of walruses, the polar bear immediately charges in pursuit. Sensing the danger from the polar bear, the walrus herd quickly forms a barrier to protect the young. Although the polar bear faces many difficulties and failures in its attack attempts, they eventually succeed in bringing back a reward after a tough battle. Polar bears, with the urgent need to provide food for their cubs, sometimes have to make risky decisions to survive. In their effort to find food, they daringly approach walruses. However, the walruses immediately retaliate, forcing the polar bear to retreat hastily. In sub-zero temperatures, where a few animals survive, finding prey becomes extremely difficult for polar bears. With persistence and excellent hunting skills, polar bears can still hunt sea seals. Two giant polar bears clash in a fierce battle for mating rights with a female. They roar, shove and bite each other's necks, relentlessly in a tense fight. Even though one of them is severely injured, the fight continues unabated. The conflict only ends when one side accepts defeat and walks away. A mother polar bear is standing with her cubs, leading them on the road, suddenly being attacked by a pack of fierce dogs. Before the fierce attack of the dogs, the mother polar bear does not fight back. It just tries to protect her cubs. The elk tries to run away from the polar bear's pursuit. Polar bears can attack moose to protect their territory or as a food source. Elk often do not have the strategy or attack ability to fight the enemy. The polar bear quickly pulled the prey to the shore. Elk are animals with a very high maternal love. They usually protect their young from threats by bringing them to a safe place. When the bear attacks, the mother elk must confront it by raising its head and forelegs for a challenging pose. The bear still has no intention of leaving. The mother elk rushes to threaten more fiercely, causing the bear to panic and run away. The elk is an animal that can swim very well. They can run away underwater from bears if hunted. However, they also depend on the speed and distance between the deer and the bear. Bear is known as a very strong animal, and it has strength that can move quickly when needed. They have long, sharp teeth and big, powerful hands. After a few minutes of struggling, the elk was drowned and suffocated by the bear, after which the bear quickly pulled the prey to the shore. A sudden encounter between a bear and a swollen deer. Both are wary of each other. The bear started to attack the back of the elk, but it was quickly thrown away. After the bear's chase, the moose managed to escape. Bears in the wild are not usually expert predators. They usually only hunt when encountering or suspecting the ability of prey to attack. With a young elk, the attack and defense are very limited and not enough to defeat the bear. Baby elk is easily taken away from the herd by bears. With a weak body, there's no chance for the elk to escape from the bear's claws. Grizzly bears are carnivores and often hunt to meet their nutritional needs. To store energy for an extended hibernation, grizzly bears must eat almost everything they can find. The prey that grizzly bears face is a young bison. Grizzly bears constantly clings to the back of the bison, making it extremely difficult for the bison to move up. This herd of deer is running away from the black bear's pursuit. However, the black bear chasing the deer is a difficult task and requires strength and endurance. Bears chasing the deer and horses is a difficult and impossible goal to achieve. When chasing, wild bears often use their powerful abilities and quick reaction speed to attack their targets. The wolf and another wolf have a fight. when the demand in hunting for food became too fierce. Wolves can compete the fight with wolves for control of the territory and food resources. This pack of wolves was looking for food and met a bear. Both of them look pretty hungry when they don't see any food sources. They start to bite each other when they find the food source. Neither the wolf nor the bear refuses to give up their prey. Bears have a habit of gathering and storing food for use in difficult times. When a bear searches for and catches prey, it will eat the body of the prey and refuses to yield to any other animals. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Your interest and acceptance is the big thing that makes me want to make more videos. We always listen to your opinions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Comment down below and we're always happy to answer. Please subscribe and comment to my channel if you like it and if you want us to convey through our next videos.